Why? What up, everybody? You can stop now. Okay. What up, everybody? It's me, Badger, and today is going to be the first ever episode of a series that I'm calling Rants With Badger, and I'm joined with... Say it louder.
Dark Knight.
Yes. So tomorrow is going to be October the 1st. Yeah, tomorrow. And tomorrow, that is a very special day for a certain group of fans. I'm talking about Fablehaven fans and Dragonwatch fans, because the next book of Dragonwatch series is coming out. So I thought, what's a better time to rant about Fablehaven and Dragonwatch than today? So a bit more about this episode, since this is, well, this series, since this is a new thing. It's an unscripted, improvised kind of show thingy, and in the future, every single episode after this will be live, so that you viewers can input what like questions about how we feel about the certain topics we're ranting about in that episode. But since this is the first episode, it's not going to be live, and I wasn't able, other complicated stuff. So yes. So let's start off with, where's the first? It doesn't matter. Okay, we'll start off with the first book. How did you feel about the first book?
Well, I really liked it, and that's really when you got to learn more about all the characters. That's really when I started to get hooked. It's not really the other books that you get hooked. Other books is just keeping you in even more. It's drawing you in even more.
I have different feelings about that. So for me, personally, I'm like, it was painfully obvious, I guess, that like they were supposed to find something. I'm like, oh, use your brain holes, work things out. Like okay. The milk is the. Nah.
Now that I think about it, yeah. It's
but when I was reading it, I was like, what are these keys to? But I'm like, look closer. They are to something important. They are important. And I thought it was weird about the whole chicken meat and the grandma. Oh, yeah. Spoilers. I forgot to say this. But we're not restarting this thing because that's not how it goes. Yeah. This is spoilers. If you haven't read the books, stop watching this and then read the series, including Dragonwatch, because we're just going to be jumping around. We're not necessarily just going to stick it with one book. I mean, I might ask a few questions about one book and then jump to, like, Dragonwatch or something. So read that first before you continue watching this. I don't know why I didn't say that at the beginning. I don't know why. But, yeah, that... I'm like, the chicken thing was kind of weird, I think, because, like, just, wait, so, like, basically was her mind replaced by, like, a chicken's brain because she wasn't able to realize that she was a person, and that
well, there's a few moments when she can.
Yeah, but was it mostly a chicken's brain? I'm confuddled, peoples. I am confuddled. Okay, moving on. So like at the beginning of the video, I was saying, Gavin, why? Because Gavin, why? I shipped him and Kendra hard. He was like they were one of my first ever ships, because like this is when I was really getting into fantasy books, and like one of my first ever ships. I shipped them hard. I'm like, yes, I am sailing this ship. I am going to sail across the seas in this ship, and I sailed the direct path of that Titanic, and like, we'll get around this iceberg no matter what. And when that iceberg hit my ship, it hit it hard, and I was like, no, and I sank deep
on the book.
Wait, deep with my ship. Brandon Mole. The feels.
So,
okay.
are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So, on the book where you found out that Gavin,
We don't need to do like the.
I started to realize, and then when it happened, I wasn't as hit as her because
No.
I was starting to
No,
realize
you
before it
didn't.
happened.
It's because I spoiled.
But before you spoiled, I also
spoiled.
had hints. There was also hints.
I spoiled. When you first read it, it's not obvious, but once you read it like a second or third or fourth time, I totally didn't read it like a gazillion times. It's like painfully obvious. I'm like, it just makes it more painful. I think.
It wasn't painfully obvious, but it was kind of obvious.
It once you read it several times, it is very painful to read. 'Cause I'm like, why is my life like this? that was great. So, what did you think of the? Oh, so like, I know we're just jumping all over the place, but that's the fun of this. So, what was your favorite book in the series? Like, exactly.
So,
You can pull it out and show it, because I have the books, except for number 1 for some reason. It disappeared.
well, I think that.
Well,
It's kind of tough.
While you're thinking about that, one of my favorite books has to be The Shadow Plague. I thought it was really cool to see all those different, different characters that you've grown to love, and all those different type of creatures. Like all of a sudden, see the darker side of them, like kind of flipped, and I thought it was so cool personally. And I kept on thinking, what would it like when it came to people like Brandon Moll did really good at answering the questions that I had, like how would this affect people, and he helped show that very vividly towards the end, like how it affects people, and I really like that about that book. It helps you answer all the questions, and yeah, with each book I think it gets more intense, and
I agree with.
yeah. So I'm gonna ask you now what's your favorite
So
book?
now that I've thought about it, I think I actually have a mixed in the Fablehaven series.
No.
It's these three.
It's the last 3 books.
The last 3 books in the Fablehaven. In Dragonwatch, so far, I think it's got to be.
It has to be the second book.
Yeah.
For me. It just Dragonwatch, it keeps it's basically like a continuation of the Fablehaven series.
And the Demon Dwarf. Hate the Demon Dwarf. Seriously.
Calm your face.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So I find that it's like a continuation of the Fablehaven series, just underneath a different name, and I really like that. And you can hear noises in the background. Ignore them noises. Thank you. And I really like that it continued and it just gets more epic and it's like, this is amazing. But I'm really psyched for the book that's coming out tomorrow, even though I'm not going to be able to get into ages. Tell me when it's out. I'll come up when it's out. You talk.
Me?
Yeah, you talk.
Okay.
I'll ask questions from down here. No, never mind. I'll be civilized. But we'll talk about that in a bit, but how did you feel about a certain character, which is the Sphinx?
The Sphinx. Once they started getting suspicious, you kind of didn't really know if you should trust him or not, and you it wasn't just for the characters in the book who were suspicious, it also got you not really knowing if you should trust him either. But then further in, before they know 100%, it gets more and more obvious until finally it's just
I didn't want to trust him, but I did at the same time because they need someone to trust, someone other than their actual family, because then otherwise they'd be like, is the world falling into darkness? But I'm like, I don't want to, but I do.
So, when Bracken came, then you're like, yes, someone they can actually 100% trust.
Yeah, this is tied in with Gavin. Like I said, I shipped him and Kendra very hard. What is that ship name? Gavdra? I'm going to say it's Gavdra. I shipped Gavdra. And so, like, when Bracken came, I was like, yeah, he seems like a nice guy. But, like, at the same time, I'm still not over it. It's been, like, years, and I'm still not over the whole Gavin thing, because it's been fresh. I am shipping him with Kendra at the moment, but I'm still kind of sore about Gavin.
Well, I don't think it's ever going to unship Kendra and Bracken. I think they are definitely together. Definitely.
Yeah, depends what happens. Like, I have several theories, and they're probably cray-cray. But this is, like, the fun about these rants. Get closer.
You have a lot. The fact that you're not sure about it makes me little.
We'll talk about the theories later. So, like, towards the end, like, if you've been keeping up with the series with Dragonwatch, the last book that he has that is out at the moment, it ends with a little cliffhanger. When that cliffhanger came, I was like, I was doing one of those late night reads because, like, I needed to know what happened. And then all was like, Seth lost his flippin' memory. I'm like, what? What? Demon Dwarf! Ah!
She needs CPR.
I don't need CPR. I don't need CPR. That doesn't even make sense.
You're dying.
I need therapy.
Yes, you do.
But I was so flippin' mad. Like, Ronaldin, like, I still kind of like him, even though I'm angry at him. I like him. I'm angry at him. Like, the feels. Like, why? It's like,
I just hate Ronaldin. I just hate him.
No, I don't. I think he's kind of charming, and he gives me kind of, like, Loki kind of vibes, but in a way that I more want to punch his face. I still kind of wanted to punch his face, because of what he did. Like, making Seth think that he's his brother, and then what? And that's his plan the entire time, because towards the end that it was his plan his entire time. He took over the. Your thoughts? You think I'm demented? Your thoughts on this? Like, this is ranting. This is what this is for. It's for ranting.
Okay, so
my friend.
Well, with the Ronaldin at the end, I just like you reacted. I was screaming.
I honestly, if it wasn't my friend's book, I would have chucked it across the room and then started banging against my head like, why? I still kind of banged it against my head a little bit, but very quietly because I share a room and I didn't want to wake up my roommate. So, yeah, I didn't sleep that night, I don't think. No, I didn't sleep. It was pain. It was pain.
Yeah.
Wait, what were your reactions again?
I was screaming, and like you, if it wasn't a library book, I probably would have chucked it across my bed and then chucked it again and then chucked it off the side of my bunk bed and then started stomping on it.
So yeah, we like to read at night. That's what most readers do because that's the only time we have time. Yeah. But let's get down to theories. Theories. I love this.
Weirdo.
I know. Thank you. I am a weirdo.
You slap really hard.
Okay. So my theory, I know this will sound very obscure. Hold on, I actually have something that's perfect for this. Woo! Okay, imagine this is like Bracken's first one, yeah? So, okay. So, Ronadin wants his first horn. Okay, for I don't know what reasons, but he wants his first horn. And also, he wants Seth. Why does he want Seth? Why? Like, we know he's a shadow charmer, but so is the Sphinx. And the Sphinx kind of helped him out. Therefore, like, why doesn't... If he needs a shadow charmer, why doesn't he use the Sphinx? I have theories. So, I think he got Seth because he is close to Kendra. And to all the other caretakers. Like, to the people who would thwart his... But I can't talk. Stop his plans because I can't say the fun
Wart?
No, that sounds like how you said it sounds like wart. But like, people stop him in his evil doings because we all know he's evil. He's called the Dark Unicorn and he owns it. I am just swinging around this horn like it is a magical wand.
I have a magical wand over there.
Yes, I do. And you're out of the frame. Get back into the frame. Okay. But it's like, why would he need Seth if he needed specifically a shadow charmer? Like I said, he would use a Sphinx, but he's not.
I think I get where you're going.
Hold on. Shh. But he also wants Bracken's first horn. Why would he want that? Why is it so important? Oh wait, no. Is it first horn or I forget which one? Which horn is it?
It's his first. It's Bracken's first horn.
I thought the first horn was for the Phantom of Youth. No, it's his first horn, yeah, because that's the one he gave to the centaurs.
The third one was
the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
Yeah. What if... I know this sounds very obscure. What if he needed, like, the horn to magically, on Seth, like, somehow make him kind of unicorn? Like, a hybrid unicorn, kind of like how Kendra is fairy kind. She's not necessarily a fairy, but she's still not human anymore. What if he kind of makes Seth kind of like a unicorn kind of thing, and make him... Shh. I know it is weird. And make him like a weapon. He's like a weapon, guys. That's the only thing. Like, it's like this convoluted plan. He didn't actually really care about the dragons, like, or celebrants and stuff. Otherwise, he'd be like, yeah, I'll help you guys out. But no, he wanted Seth because Seth, he knew everything. I don't know how he knew. That would erase my memory, like, from old records about this artifact. And how, like, no one gets it, and that kind of stuff. And you want to hurl the horn?
Okay, so...
Wait, shh. That doesn't mean... let me say my theory, and then you can say your theory. And then, like, it's, like, convoluted. It's, like, special weapon. He needed Seth because there's, like, something like a bond. He's, like, making the ultimate weapon, using the horn, became, like, a unicorn hybrid thing, and I am weird.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can talk.
Okay, so I thought you made me think about something. What if Bracken got Seth, so then he could make Seth pretend that he did not lose his memory, and then he could get the horn from Kendra? That he somehow, like, he can make Seth pretend that he somehow got his memory back?
Why have such a convoluted plan? They were able to steal Seth so easily. Like seriously.
No, what I mean, because it wiped his memory, he can make Seth Okay, so Seth wiped his memory.
Ronadin Bracken is a prisoner.
I know. Bracken is the good guy. Sorry. Ronadin needed so he could make Seth think that he's on his side, and then you can make Seth pretend that he got his memory back, and so he can steal the first horn and give it to Ronadin.
Guys, I have another theory. It's going to be a total Bucky thing. It's going to be Winter Soldier, guys. It's going to be that again. Oh yeah, I'm so right. You can't. Only the book will change my mind. Well, but yeah, yeah. So I think that will. So thanks for joining me and witness my absolute weirdness. Thank you, Dark Knight. I think that will conclude this Rants with Badger episode. Again, check out Dark Knight. He hasn't got anything on his channel yet, but when he does, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your channel?
The reason why I don't have a video on yet, I just want to say this real quick.
Okay.
So the reason why I don't have a video on my channel
because you have a life?
What?
Because you have a life?
Because when I try to
I don't know.
get a recording on the PS4 while making my Minecraft or Star Wars Battlefront 2 videos, it won't record my voice. It'll record everything else but my voice, and for some reason only allow me to record for an hour. I know that seems like a long time, but Minecraft videos, you need a lot longer than that. You just have to edit out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but what are you going to do on your channel?
Minecraft, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm also going to do some Wii things, like the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, the Lego Harry Potter video games 1 through 4 and 5 through 7, and I will also, video game connected stuff. I might also do a few other things, but that's the main things of my channel. I will be doing Lego.
Sounds cool. Well, thanks again, Dark Knight, for joining me for the first Rants with Badger episode. Write in the comments below what you want me to rant about next, and yeah, I'll try my best to do that as soon as possible, but like I said, with one of the reasons why you couldn't do it is because we got lives. I got a life. I have a lot I need to do. Halloween's so close and I'm not even done with my costume. So, yep, again, thanks for tuning in or watching this. Have a great day or night, depending on what time zone you're on. Peace!